Good morning, students. So we complete the last chapter area related to circle. So I hope all of you understood each and every question from this chapter area related to circle. So today here we start a new chapter, and which one is, all of you know the name of this chapter is triangles. So triangle. So we know what is triangle. Already we familiar with these triangles and the properties of triangles, is not it? In class 9 we discuss about triangle chapter, their properties, lots of properties there, like side, side angle, and one more interesting property we know, the sum of three angles of a triangle is always how much? 180 degree. So there we discuss about congruence, is not it? Congruence. Now what is congruent? When shape and sizes are same. So this one is known as congruent. For example, if we consider a circle, suppose if we consider a circle here and we consider another circle. So if you see here, the difference is what here? Their radius. Their radius are different, but the shapes are what? Same. So in this case, if we consider this finger and another figure, if you see, suppose here this one is 2 centimeter and this one is suppose 3 centimeter, one figure we get, and another one if you see here, again we consider circle, this one is 2 centimeter, as well as another figure here we consider this one is 2 centimeter. So now here you see the first figure, then this one is the second figure. So in class 9 we discuss about this type of diagrams where shape and size are same, then it is known as congruent. So that means if the shape as well as their size, so here the radius is 2 centimeter, radius is 2 centimeter, that means this one is what? These two figures are what? Congruent. Now here if you see this type, if we get this type of figures, suppose 2 centimeter and 3 centimeter, so obviously their shapes are same but sizes are different here, is not it? So here another name is here for these two figures. So if shape and size are same, then it is known as congruent, which one we discuss in class 9. So here in class 10 we discuss about this type of figures, that means where shapes are same but sizes are different, and when we get this type of figures it is known as similar figures. Is it clear? These two are congruent and these two figures are known as similar. So from here easily we can say the definition of similar here, similar figures. So what is the definition of, or how can we say similar figures? Similar figures means what? Where shapes are same but sizes are different. So this one is an example of similar figure and this one is congruent. So let's take another example here. So if we consider another example, suppose this one is, if we consider a square, now here you see, this one is we consider a square of side, suppose again 2 centimeter. So here if we consider another one, suppose this one here 3 centimeter. So now in this case you see here these two squares here, their sides are different but shapes are what? Same. So this type of figure are known as similar figures. Is it clear? So if we get this type of example, suppose we get a square here, we consider a square of 2 centimeter, and here with respect to this we consider a rectangle here. This one is suppose 2, here 3, 2 centimeter, 3 centimeter. So in this case you see here, this one is a square, this one is a rectangle. So we can't compare these two, we can't say anything about these two whether it is similar or congruent. Reason behind, because their shapes are not same. Is it clear? This one is a square, this one is a rectangle, so their shapes are not same. So that's why these two are not congruent, neither congruent nor similar. Is it clear? All of you understood? So this one is the concept of similar and congruent. So if we repeat one more time, what is congruent? If anyone asks you, then what you have to say? When shape and sizes are same, then it is congruent, and when similar, when shapes are same but sizes are different, then it is known as similar figures. All of you understood? Okay. Now here already we discussed the difference between similar and congruent, isn't it? So in case of similar figures, there are some properties are there. So these properties are here we have to discuss. For example, if we consider a similar figure, suppose if we consider a square, suppose this one is a square of 2 centimeter, 2 centimeter. This one is a square we consider, and another square here we consider. Suppose this one is of 3 centimeter. So this one is 3 centimeter, and all of you know each angle is how much here? 90 degree, isn't it? So now here these two squares are we consider. If we denote this one is suppose A, B, C, D, and if we consider this one is suppose A dash, this one is B dash, C dash, and D dash. So now here these two figures are here we consider, and already we know these two figures are what? Similar, isn't it? So now in this case, what is the property you see? When two figures are similar, always remember this, when two figures are similar, then there is a property, and the property is what? Their corresponding angles are always equal. If two figures are similar, then their corresponding angles are always equal. Corresponding angles means what here? This angle A must be equal with A dash. So that's why here we write their corresponding angles. That means we can write here angle A equals to angle A dash. Is it clear? Similarly, if we see another one, this B angle is equal with B dash. So that's why here we have to write angle B is equal with angle B dash. Similarly, C is equal with C dash. So that's why here we have to write angle C is equal with angle C dash. As well as finally the last one is here we have to write angle D is equal with angle D dash. Is it clear? So the first property is this one. When two figures are similar, then their corresponding angles are always equal. So as you see here, we get these angles are equal here. And with respect to this, another property is here. Another property is here. The property is what? The ratio of their corresponding sides are also equal. The ratio of their corresponding sides. That means if you see the side here AB, the corresponding side is here A dash B dash. So that means the ratio of these two sides. So that means AB by A dash B dash. So ratio of their corresponding sides. So we have to write here AB by this one is A dash B dash. AB by A dash B dash is equal with the other sides. That means if we consider the second one is BC, so the ratio of B dash, so that means these two are equal. So that's why here we have to write BC, and this one we write B dash C dash. Similarly, the third one is here. If you take this one CD, that's why here we have to write this one is CD, C dash, D dash, and the last one is finally AD, A dash, D dash. So that means here we write AD by A dash, D dash. So is it clear now here? So the main property is this one. So in this chapter, mainly we focused on these two property. Is it clear? And the property is what? If two figures are similar, if two figures are similar, then the property is what? The first property is the corresponding angles are equal. Corresponding angle means A equal with A dash, B equal with B dash, C equal with C dash, as well as D is equal with D dash. Is it clear? And the second one is what here? The ratio of their corresponding sides. So AB by A dash B dash, here we write. Similarly, BC by B dash C dash, here we write. Then CD by C dash D dash, here we write, and as well as AD by A dash D dash we write here. The ratio of their corresponding sides are also equal. Is it clear? This one is the main property of this triangle chapter. If you know this one, so easily we can solve each and every question, or we can write the property, this property we can write in other question also. So now here as a whole we consider a similar figures. So this one is a square, this one is another square. So here we consider square, but here the chapter is given to us triangle. So that means in this case what you have to write, we deal with the triangles. So that means in this case if we consider, if we apply the same concept in case of triangle, then what we get, you see here. Suppose if we consider a triangle and the triangle is here, we write A, B, C, as well as if we consider another triangle, suppose this one is A dash, B dash, C dash. For example, these two triangles are similar. For example, if these two triangles are similar, so according to our property, the corresponding angles are also equal. If these two triangles are similar, that means their corresponding angles are equal. That means A is equal to A dash, as well as B is equal to B dash, as well as C is equal to C dash. And with respect to this, one more property we get here, the ratio of their corresponding sides are also equal, is not it? So that means what you have to write, AB by A dash B dash, BC by B dash C dash, and as well as AC by A dash C dash we have to write here. Is it clear? So this one is the property of similar figures. Is it clear? So in this case, this similar figure, you see here, four sides are there. So that's why it is known as square. If it is given for 7 or 8 sides, then what you have to say? As a whole, we say polygon. So that's why in your book, this property is mentioned as a polygon. Is it clear? So here 4 sides are we considered, so that's why it is mentioned as a square. If more than 4 sides, if it may be 5, 6, 7, then it is mentioned as a polygon. Is it clear? Okay. So here we discuss about the properties of two similar figures, is not it? So that means the corresponding angles are equal, as well as the ratio of the corresponding sides are equal. So now with respect to this, if we see the exercise 6.1 here, in this exercise 6.1, the first question is given, fill in the blanks using the correct word given in brackets. So the first one is given, all circles are congruent and similar. So that means easily we can say here, because in case of circles, we get different shape of circle, is not it? So that's why each and every time all circles are not same, someone smaller, someone is bigger. Only for that reason here the answer is what? Similar. So in the second case, same property, all squares are similar or congruent here asked. So that means here we have to write similar, because different types of shapes of squares are we get, so that's why it is similar. And the third one is given, all dash triangles are similar. So now in case of similar, that means the shapes are must be required same, as not it? So in case of triangle, if we draw two different isosceles, the shape may not be same. But in case of equilateral triangle, the shapes are always same, as not it? Because the equilateral triangles are smaller or bigger we get, but each and every time all sides are same. So that's why here it is equilateral triangle. And finally the last one is, all of you know the property is what? Two polygons of the same number of sides are similar if their corresponding angles are equal and their corresponding sides are in proportion, or also we can say in the same ratio. Is it clear? So this one is the first 4, fill in the blanks. And now if you see the second one, give two different examples of pairs or pair of similar figures. So similar figure means we can draw, if we draw two circle or if we draw two square, then it is sufficient to prove similar figures. Non-similar figures means what you have to do here, if you draw one square and if you draw another one is rectangle, then these two are not similar because their shapes are not same. Is it clear? And finally, if you see the third one here, state whether the following quadrilaterals are similar or not. So obviously these two quadrilaterals are not similar. Why? Because their shapes are not same. Isn't it? So today we complete the exercise 6.1. Isn't it? So you have to copy this all questions. You have to solve all these questions in your copy. So in our next class, another very interesting topic here we get, similarity of triangles we have to discuss. I hope all of you understood today each and every point here. So in our next class we start from properties of triangles or similarity of triangles. Is it clear? Okay, thank you.